Hey, C, how are you? I said, let me go live. Impromptu. Hope you're having a good day, a good weekend. Happy Saturday. So, you all had a 3-day weekend, huh? I saw all that snow y'all got. I'm doing good. Counting down to this break. I'm so ready. How many days do y'all have? 15? Y'all have 2 more weeks to go? Or what? We have 10 days. 10 days. Yeah. What y'all get? 4 inches? We send our snow y'all way. I'm so bored. I'm like, let me talk to G Team. Where they at? What they doing? You finished decorating? Did you put your Christmas tree up? I know. Break better hurry up. You know, the closer I get these kids be off the chain. Off the chain. I was out doing Christmas shopping. 4 inches. Yeah. Oh, see, the ice is the worst. Ooh. Well, I'm glad you had a 3-day. Have you been baking? Oh, thank you. You done with your tree? I saw it. I'm loving it. I was out doing a little Christmas shopping. Every time I start Christmas shopping, I start buying stuff for myself. I watched your vlog earlier too when you went over to your grandparents' house over there with your grandparents and your mom, and you was playing at R. Kelly. You was playing at R. Kelly. Your granddaddy was like, don't put me in it." That food looks so good. Me too. I love shopping too. I said, I don't care who come on today. I just need to get used to going live. The one guy asked last time, he said, "What is this about?" I'm like, whatever it needs to be about. So I bought a game. I know Fab does games and we love games over here. R. Kelly hits every time he put the CD down. Who your granddad? He was jamming. Yeah. Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome in. Let me know if you're here. It's Saturday. I'm just checking in with everybody, seeing what you all are up to. Have you been shopping? Are you finished Christmas decorating? We just came back from the mall and it was packed. Yeah. So on the last live, the man said, "What is this about?" I'm like, community. We're getting together and we're checking on each other. Yeah, I didn't know what to say. He caught me in my tracks. But I've been watching a lot of you all's vlogmases. I've been enjoying them. And I think most people are going like 10 or 12 minutes, which I like because I can hit a lot of other vlogs. I've been keeping up. Let's see. Are you pretty much finished with your shopping or do you still have a long way to go? Hey, welcome in, 9 people. Please hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? So, see, have you been baking anything? I picked up this perfume today. It's called Marshmallow Fluff. I was supposed to be shopping for my Secret Santa, but ended up finding myself something. I looked this up on TikTok too. It's one of the inexpensive scents. I wanted to smell it with you all. It's called Marshmallow Fluff. Let's see. I'm gonna spray it on a piece of paper, see what it smells like. Yeah, you said your kids are picky, especially teenagers. Especially teenagers. They usually want money and gift cards. Oh, it smells good too. This is 54 Snack House. It's called Marshmallow Fluff. Apparently, it's like a new scent at Burlington. So this would be good if you just want a everyday inexpensive something light or even springy or for a tween or a teen they might like it. Hey Kaya, how are you? Kaya, second live. I'm like, I'm going live. Kaya, you know you're a pro at going live. It's time. It is time. It's time to get over this apprehensiveness and logging on. We're just talking about Christmas. Have you been decorating? Have you been shopping? Are you finished yet? How's Michaela? I've been seeing her on her pageants. I've been loving it. I'm so proud of her. Let her know what's on everybody's Christmas list. I know everybody wants something. What's one thing you want for Christmas? List it in the chat. I need some ideas. One thing you want for yourself. I know they have a saying, what they say, one thing you want, one thing you need. And I forgot the third thing. If you remember that, let me know in the chat. But yeah, I was telling Sierra, I said, hey, welcome in, Arthur Rosewoods. I was telling, oh, you want a new Owala? Yes, they've come out with a lot of new Owalas, and I've seen new Stanleys. The two new colors of Stanleys over at Walmart. What's the prices looking like for Owalas? A new Owala. That's a good gift. Kaya, you still here? Everybody hit the like button. Thanks for being here. See, as soon as somebody come in here tripping, you gotta go. You gotta go, because I'm not on that type of time. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Yep, as soon as you come in here playing, you gotta get the hell out. Oh, sorry for cussing, y'all. Please excuse me. We don't want no negativity over here. Thanks for being here. Happy Saturday. What are you all doing today or this weekend? Kaya said, girl, I'm just starting because Michaela and that pageant got you running. I know. I'm so excited for her in the pageant. If you all haven't, please check out Just Kaya TV or Just Being Sierra. They both do lifestyle vlogs. Just Kaya, she does a lot of traveling. A lot of family channels. She cooks sometimes. She does a lot of lives. If you need any cruise knowledge, she's your girl. And Sierra does a lot. She does a lot from teaching, lifestyle, family, travel, concerts, cooking, baking, cleaning, everything. I appreciate y'all being here. I did look. I was writing down some trivia and some questions to ask so that it wouldn't get quiet on here. So let's start off with some icebreakers if you all don't mind, and then we'll get into Christmas. We'll see if anybody else will join. I started to come on here a little later, but we're gonna start now. So just to get us all started and just comfortable, these are just some general questions that the internet gave me. You said you wrote it down. Okay. Yeah, y'all connect. All right, so the first question is, have you ever ghosted a group chat? Have you ever ghosted a group chat? It could be family, friends, coworkers. Have you ever just ghosted a group chat? Especially around the holidays, I get a lot of group chats, and I'm not one to talk on the phone, and I really don't like to text either. But the worst thing you can do is put me in a group chat, and I'm definitely silent. Now, if it's important, I'm going to respond, but I'm not the type that's going to respond with gifs and gifs, emojis, and long paragraphs. I will put a group chat on silent in a minute. I saw on TikTok where somebody said, "Get your Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all of your New Year's Eve wishes out in that one thread and leave me alone." And I felt that deep in my soul. Because why are we sending 50,000 messages every holiday? Let's see. Sierra said, yep. Kaya said, yes, all the time, especially at work. Oh, that's the worst. My kindergarten team with the crazy, stupid. Oh, my goodness. I got about 3 beeps in me of notifications, and then I'm silencing it all. And it's always me asking my husband, how can I get out of this text? How can I? But they said you cannot get out unless you have an Apple phone, they have an Apple phone, and then they get you up out of there. But yeah, I'll ignore it in a minute. The next question is, let's see, add a Q&A sticker. Overrated food, try it. Especially the weekend. Yes, the holidays are the worst. Like, I appreciate the thought that you thought about me, but let's do one-on-one. Let's see. Be right back, my sister calling, and okay, Kaya. Yeah, the next question is, have you ever prank called somebody? Have you ever prank called somebody? prank call. Y'all remember we used to have star 6 7, all those different phone applications where we can find out who was calling, or you can call somebody back. Have you ever prank called someone? Have you ever prank called someone? I know I have. In my younger years, I don't even remember why, but I'm sure I did. Yeah, sure did. I have my grandfather all the time. Yeah. And probably during when we used to watch The Simpsons when we were younger. You still can do the star 6 7. We had all the codes back in the day. And what was the star 6 7? That's the one that will call them right back. Like, I don't think it will give you the number of who called you, but if you hit that star 6 7, it will take you. It would dial you back to the last call. Is that right? Or was the star 6 7 where you can make your number private before you dialed out? Okay. Yeah. Y'all remember when we had landlines where we had the long cords and you could drag that phone all around the house? I'm probably telling my age. This was before the cordless. Before the cordless, the long cords, you can take it wherever you want it throughout the house. And you could pick it up and hang it up with the two little push buttons. Y'all remember those phones? The dial pad phones? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's back during the star 6 7 days. Nothing like it. And you could not, it was only one person on the phone at a time. If somebody else wanted to use it, you had to disconnect your call. I remember. All right. 1994 is my age. Okay. Do you remember that phone though? See? And then the cordless came out. That big old rectangle shaped cordless phone. When the cordless came out, if you had a cordless, you was in there. That cordless was, it changed the game with the answering machine. The answering machine where you could leave your own voice message, but then when you came back home, it was like a huge cassette tape where you could rewind the messages and listen to who called you. You could erase those messages if you needed to. Good old times. Good times. The next one. This one says, have you accidentally tried to get into the wrong car? I know I have plenty of times. And I've actually been in the car when somebody's tried to get into my car. You better get to that voicemail before the school leave one about your day. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. So and so, this is Mrs. Can you please erase? Absolutely remember. Yes, nobody would have a clue. Hey, House of X, how y'all doing? Happy Saturday. I said, let me jump on here and say hey to the family. We've been out doing a little Christmas shopping, and I'm like, I have to start doing these lives. I have to start getting to know y'all better and spending some time with y'all. What are y'all up to? I was just asking the chat if anybody had been Christmas shopping and what's on their Christmas list. Let me know while we ask these random questions that I got off the internet. Let's see. We've been texting. Do you see our text? When? I don't know. Send me a text. Well, send me a text after the live. The number is still the same. She said no, but I have a friend. Oh, got shot in middle school for her mom being in the wrong car. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry that happened. Yeah, that could be dangerous, very dangerous. When you're not paying attention and you getting into the wrong car, it looks like your car, but it's not, or vice versa. Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened. Let's see, House of X. You said you're doing good. Good. What have you been up to? What are you cooking for the holidays? When's your next live cooking? All right, while you're typing in the chat, let's go to the next question. This one says, have you ever gone out of your way to avoid a kids lemonade stand or a boy or girl scout stand? Have you ever gone out of your way? Be honest. You know, sometimes they have like the stand set up right outside of some big box stores where they're selling things, the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and they have a lemonade stand on the corner of your street or in the neighborhood somewhere. Have you ever purposely like avoided the stand? Sierra said yes because it's a student. House House of X said Sunday brunch. Oh, this Sunday coming up. I tuned in a couple weeks back. I can try to catch it tomorrow if you're going live. Let's see. House of X. And we good. We doing a jerk turkey with mac and cheese, rice and beans. Oh my goodness. That sounds delicious. Yeah. I need to know when you go live for that. I love to watch a good meal being prepared. Let me answer that question too. Have I purposely gone out of my way to avoid a kid stand? I have, only because I don't tend to have a lot of cash on me when I'm going inside stores to shop. And I really and truly, honestly, let them know when I'm coming out, like, I'm sorry, I don't have cash. But now you can't get away with that because they're asking. They say they take Cash App. And I really don't fool with like cards or Cash App. You said you don't either. Yeah. And then I'm first come, first serve when it comes to Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. I'm first come, first serve. So hey, Fab, whoever asks me first to buy Girl Scouts or Boy Scout products, that's who I get. I have a limit because those cookies are expensive. Or I think they're like $5 or $6 a box now, and I think you get two in there. I know it's for a good cause, but yeah, I have avoided lemonade stands and Girl Scout stands, especially at the grocery store. How are you, Fab? What's going on? Hello, hello. Hey, Journey to Wisdom. Thanks for stopping by. I'm in the house bored. In the house bored. Just got back from doing a little shopping. Just checking in with everybody. Asking how your Christmas holidays going, preparation. Have you decorated? Are you finished with your shopping? Being nosy. And then I grabbed some general just trivia questions that I'm asking. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's a sweatshirt too. And it's nice and comfy. What are y'all up to? Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the live. The next question is, have you ever gone on, I'm going to say a friend's trip. This one says a girl's trip. Have you ever been on a friend's trip and was it successful? Let's see. You said you still need to put up your tree. When do you plan to put it up, Journey to Wisdom Wealth? Thank you. Let's see. Hey, everybody. Are you putting your tree up this weekend? I only decorated the front half of my tree. I'm not doing the back. It's take every day I look at that tree and I want to decorate the back, but I'm like, nobody's going to see it. You've never been on a group or a friend's trip? If you've never been on one, do you want to go on one? Do you think it'll be a fun thing to do? You said yes and yes this weekend for the tree. Oh, keep us posted on that and have fun with that with the family putting that tree up. So I've been on friends trips, I've been on girls trips, and some have been good and some have not. And I think at this stage I prefer not to go on trips with a lot of people, if you know what I mean. It's I'm the type of person when I'm on vacation, I like to move around. If I'm going on a group trip, it's usually a trip filled with activity. I like to experience new things. I like to do things I never do. And I'm not the type that needs to sleep for half the trip. Like I want to be out, I want to be moving. Like I can sleep when I get back home. Especially when you only have a few days wherever you are. I want to make the most of my trip. So I don't really like to be on anybody else's schedule. Now I'm open to do other things, but if you have plans of just relaxing, that might not be the trip for me because I'll leave and go solo if I need to while on the trip. Let's see. Sierra said would love to New Orleans or Miami or somewhere. Fun places. Fun places. Sierra says I like to do what I want to do on a trip, so that's why we stopped going with another family years ago. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard when you're going. The more people on the trip, the harder it is, especially when making decisions. And I'm talking about from what you eat to what you do. You always have to consider other people's opinions and what they like. And if you're the considerate friend or person in the group, you're always the one who's just giving in. And you give in to the point where you're just frustrated. And then, hopefully you don't fall out. But it's tough when you're going on huge group trips, even with family members. So you have to make sure you're traveling. Hey, 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 Dad. You have to make sure you're traveling with people you are familiar with and people you know you can have a good time with. Let's see. Journey to Wisdom and Wealth said, my cap is normally 3 friends, and I have to know, and you have to really know them. Yeah. So you definitely should know who you're going on a trip with. A lot of people just meet. They recently meet and they're like, let's go on a trip. And then you go with a friend, and then they have another friend. And then it's a whole totally different experience. It's like, I barely know this person here and I'm here for this. It just gets weird. But yeah, you definitely have to know who you're going on a trip with. And you have to be aligned. You have to have the same hobbies. You have to want to do the same thing. Like, don't go on a ski trip if you don't like the cold, because you knew we were gonna be out here on these slopes. Or don't go to Miami if you don't like the water. Okay, you gotta know who you're going with and where you're going and what you're gonna do. Yeah, exactly. Same with cruise. And don't take nobody who got attitude problems. That never works. Don't travel with nobody who gets attitude problems, because that's a disastrous trip. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think 3 is cool. Because usually, if you're going on a girls' trip or a group trip, you get double beds and pull out beds, and 4 is comfortable. So you plus 3, yeah, that's comfortable. All right. Anybody else? Have you been on a group trip? Did you enjoy it, or will you consider going on one before we move to the next question? We're just asking general questions because I'm bored on a Saturday night. Let's see. This one says, hmm. This one says, have you ever broken something at somebody's house and hid it? Have you ever broken something at somebody's house or work and hid it? House of X, you said group trips are cool. Yeah, I know, because you all went on the cruise, the group cruise. That looked like a nice time. Do you all have another one planned? I remember y'all went last March, and that looked like a lot of fun. But what's I think, do you House of X, do you think going on a group trip on a cruise is different than like traveling on a group trip to Vegas or somewhere else? Like, do you have enough freedom on the cruise to where you don't have to be with them all the time? You can meet back up. Do you think that's what the saving grace is of a group cruise trip versus like a land trip where you're stuck together? Sierra says no. House of X said not yet. Okay. Are you thinking about it? And if so, what cruise line? Journey to Wisdom Wealth says no. I just tell them because most of my friends are not materialistic. See, y'all know each other. When you know each other and you have expectations and boundaries that are clear, then you can have peace on that trip. But when you don't know each other, you just throwing something together, it may not work. So, have you ever broken something at somebody's house and pretended like you didn't do it or you hid it? Have you ever broken something in your life? People good for that. Breaking and leaving stuff. Even at work, breaking and leaving stuff. Because one, they don't want to pay for it or they don't want to be involved. But sometimes the stuff already is broken. And then you just the one to be surprised by it. You like, I know that was broken before. Next one. This one says, have you ever, let me see, House of X. We meet up with group and then do our own thing after choosing what meetup we want to attend. See, I think you have that freedom when you're on a cruise to do a lot of other things that you don't have to necessarily be dependent upon another person being there. I think that's what makes good group cruise trips. There's so much to do on a cruise You're like, look, we're going to go over here to this comedy show. This group is going to the Lido deck for a party, and this group is going downstairs for trivia. We'll meet y'all at 6 in the main dining room. Hey, welcome in, only one. Shayla, I hope I'm saying your name right. Thanks for being here. Please hit the like button. We're just hanging, checking in on one another. Happy Saturday. Answering random trivia questions and just answering regular icebreaker questions. Thanks for being here. I've been asking everybody, if you celebrate Christmas, have you put your tree up? Have you been decorating? Have you been Christmas shopping? Oh, that's correct. Okay. Hey, welcome in. Are you ready for the holidays? What are you up to? You said no, not yet. That's what Journey to Wisdom said. I think this is the weekend most people are putting up trees. Do you all get real Christmas trees, or do you put up the artificial tree? I love an artificial tree. The real ones are so beautiful, but it's easier for me to just put up the artificial tree. Put it up and store it away. It's been working well. Artificial, I feel like I get more wear out of it, and I feel like I'm saving more. And then the real pine needles are no joke. Yeah, artificial all the way. All right, y'all ready for the next question? The next question says, let me see. Have you ever forgotten a friend's birthday? Have you ever forgotten a friend's birthday? I have. Have you ever forgotten a friend's birthday? See, now what I do is I have a calendar, and every year I go through the previous calendar and I write down all my dates from the previous calendar, birthdays, and I transpose them into the new calendar. That way I don't forget anymore. You know, as you get older, you can't keep up with all that stuff. You get to the point where you're like, I know so and so's birthday is this month, and then you start forgetting the day. It's like, I know it's this month, but I don't know the day. So I make sure I transpose them. I transfer them into my new calendar every year. Yeah. Double tap the like for me if you're still here. Double tap the live for me. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, this one is a huge one. Have you ever lied to ditch plans just to chill at home instead? Have you ever lied to ditch plans just to chill at home instead? Hey, Miss Carmen Parker. Hey, G. I've had my tree up since the first weekend of November. Me too. I have an artificial tree, but prefer a live tree. Yes, I forgot my friend's birthday. Same, same, and same. Yes. Welcome in. If you are a content creator, please put a purple heart in the chat. Check each other's channels out. Subscribe. We're a community. Everybody can win over here. Everybody can win. You said that's the Aquarius and you, Team Aquarius. Yeah. I'm organized now. I'll try not to forget anything. I put everybody's information in my planner. Let's see. Further, what you say? Carmelin. I'm sorry. Hey. Carmelin for the win. Fab. Sorry, I'm cleaning and doing laundry and trying to record. Fab, your live last night was so fun. It was so fun. It gets so crazy in those lives. Y'all, Fab is one of the reasons I am here on live. She's been going live and she's been doing a great job. I wouldn't go live for the longest. I would just hesitate and say, nah. See, I said, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't have a topic. Thank you. Please forgive me. Yeah, but I think lives will help grow channels. Have you all went live before? Yes, because of you. And y'all, they say some of the craziest stuff in her lives, and she'll either ignore them or get back with them. I'm like, hey, same. I think it's just the fact. See, I don't care about trolls coming in because I'm gonna get them out of here. Like, you can't come over here being crazy. You gotta go. That I'm not playing with. But I think my thing is I always want a topic, like I want something to do. And I did buy a game to do. It's called Bad Choices. The questions are so explicit that I was blushing reading them to myself. So I know I wasn't gonna read them on here. I put it in the donation bag. I'll probably pull them back out. But those are just the questions. I'm like, these are going back to the store. Let's see. Fab said, just find a topic and talk. Exactly. And kind of read the crowd. Sierra said, good time, not a long time. Yes. Fab says, we're going to be here for a good time, not a long time. House of X is saying, hey to everybody. All right. So, what's the next question while you all are saying hi to each other? Fab, you say you're going to be here for a good time, not a long time. You be on there 3 hours. But I'm loving it because your numbers are going crazy. And that's good motivation. Good motivation. The next question is, let me see. It says, oh, so let me answer the question. Have I ever lied to ditch plans to chill at home? And said, I used to make up stuff like I ain't gonna be able to go. I would have the intentions to want to go, but then when the time came, it's like I'm exhausted. I don't lie no more. It's just I ain't gonna be able to make it without a reason. Sometimes your no gotta be your no, and that's it. I won't be able to make it. Thanks for thinking about me, love. That's how it is, especially if it's cold. What Fab say? Because you will go off topic because of the comments. Yeah. Like I told you, and I keep going back to it when that guy asked me, he said, he said, what is this about? I was like, community, that's what it's about. But I'm glad he asked that. He wasn't rude or anything. But I said the next time I'll come with a little more substance. Fab said, I used to lie, but now I don't care. Exactly. I think we get to that age. I don't know if it's 35, where you just don't care no more. You're not trying to impress anybody. You're busy with life. And it's like you have the right intentions to do it, but when it's time to do it, you're exhausted or you just don't want to, especially in the wintertime. I don't like to do anything in the cold. 32 degrees for a high. I'm going to be in the house. And we just figured out on Netflix that we can play games like family night. Last night we played Pictionary. Y'all didn't even tell me. We each had a controller from our phone and we played Pictionary on Netflix, y'all. They have all kind of games on there. Sierra says, I do it faithfully to my kindergarten team. Oh, the co-worker's definitely going to get a no. Mm-mm. And then Fab said, I used to lie, but now I don't care. Yeah, you get to the point you do not care. Carmen said, Amen. Let your no be no and your yay be yay. That's the word. It's a no. Now, if we're close, if it's a birthday, if you mean a lot to me, I'm not missing it. But out of other randoms, I'm not going to be able to make it. I know it's a bunch of Christmas parties coming up and potlucks. Speaking of potlucks, y'all know I do not like potlucks. I always participate by bringing something store bought, but I don't eat at the potlucks. And I always walk through and see what everybody made or what they bring, and I always walk right back out. And to be fair, if I walk out with anything in my hand, it's a can of pop or like some store bought tortilla chips that I see in there. I just cannot do it. Let me know if you like potluck at your job. Let me know if you participate in potluck. Fab said, I don't like going out when it's cold. Cold will cancel it every time. Sierra, you're the same way. You will bring something, but you don't eat. Yeah. And they have the nerve to send an email at our job like, if you do not bring anything, you cannot eat. I would be honored to not eat. Because y'all ain't making nothing I want. You you ain't saying nothing but a thing. Because I can't even figure out what these dishes are. And I don't care who made them. But yeah. Y'all know how the potlucks are. All right, next question. Here we go. Let's see. Ooh. It says, have you ever, these are work questions. They're different categories. Have you ever eaten someone else's food out of the work refrigerator? Have you ever eaten somebody else's food out of the work refrigerator? My department loves a pot. Carmen, Carmen, why? Why do they love pot? The jobs love potlucks. Let's see. Sierra said they be making 2 plates, dogging it, dogging the food. Sierra says, no, I haven't. I have not eaten anybody's lunch out of the refrigerator. Again, that's in the potluck department. I'm not doing it. Carla said, no, I don't know what's in the food. I don't know what's in the food. I don't know what's in the house. Okay. Exactly. I don't know what's under the fingernails. I can't do it. I've seen too many videos, TikToks, YouTubes. It's an easy no. Where Pepsi at, please? But no, I'm not eating anybody's food out of the refrigerator. No. Next one says, have you ever gotten irritated when a coworker has showed too many family pictures? Have you ever become irritated when a coworker has showed you too many family pictures? I know we've all been there. You know, we all love to show pictures, but you got to remember, how many pictures would you want to see? That equals how many pictures you should show. Let's see. Carmela said no, don't know what's in the food. And then she said no. And Sierra said yes, especially if I ask to see. Yeah. Now I'll look at a couple pictures, but I don't want to see them every time I see you. Yeah, because I love family milestones and all the sweet stuff. Hey cuz, hey Margaret, welcome in. Yes, you caught the live. Happy Saturday. So bored. I'm so bored, but you all came on here and you're keeping me company. I'm just asking regular questions about holidays, these different icebreaker questions. We were just speaking about potlucks, if we participate in them at work, and most of us said no. And now I'm asking, have you ever become irritated by a coworker who's constantly showing pictures? Oh, that's so sweet. Cause what if they show you pictures though, like every single day? Like every single day. You're walking through the hall at work and they're like, hey, let me show you what Gabby did. Like every day pictures. Would you get tired? And I don't think it's more so the pictures. I think it's just the time that it takes to get into the conversation. I think that's what kind of you have to cut it short. Because once you say yes, it's over. But yeah, I do love to see like the Christmas pictures, family pictures, milestone pictures. Bring them, show me. But not every single time. I gotta get back to my desk. Let's see. Sierra said, if I'm in the middle of something, show me later. Exactly. You gotta know when. Catch me in a break room. Cuz said, now every day, no thank you. See, yeah. And you have those people at work, they want to show you every little thing. And don't let them have pets, because the pictures coming too. Next question. Let me see. Do you hang outside of work with your coworkers? Do you do you have friends from work and do you hang out with them outside of work? And if not now, have you ever? How did that go? Do you hang with coworkers outside of work? Sierra said one. And you've probably known your friend for a while. I think everybody has like a work bestie. And I've heard the phrase like work wife and work husband, which I don't like that. But you know, to each their own. Do you hang with friends outside of work? So we'll get on work wife and work besties later, but no, we'll stay on work besties. We'll get on the work wife and the work husband later. Sierra said 8 years. Yeah. So she's your real friend. Yeah. There's always that one that hopefully you can trust, especially when you've been there for a long, long time. But I feel like no matter how long I've known my coworkers, I can't trust them 100%. I don't know. Like I'll share certain things. Like I do have, I wouldn't say a work bestie, but I do have a coworker that I'm really close to, where I feel comfortable. Like if I needed that person, they would be there, and vice versa. And I don't feel like she gonna let nobody talk bad about me in her presence, and I'm not gonna let nobody like they know that we're like two peas in a pod. Sierra said, been at the job the whole time you've been at the job, 8 years. Sierra said, now if my coworkers got kids that got nasty attitudes, then nope, we ain't getting out the house. Facts. And then Cuz says, I've been on my job for 35 years. I have one go to for sure. Yeah. See, I think a one go to, one that you can really trust, one you can laugh it up with, you can share, family stuff with, outside work stuff. I think that's cool. But I've seen so many times where people hang out with work friends, and it's a tough situation, especially if you work in the kind of work environment where there are different levels and tiers, to where you're trying to move up in the company. Everybody don't have your best interest, but once you meet the one that does, and it takes that one moment for you to know, like, this is my work bestie right here. I don't care if you running late and they cover your class until you get there. I don't care if you're going through something at home and they know you're not yourself, like that one who's gonna have your back. You sick, go home. I got this. I got you. Don't worry about it. Or outside of work, if anything goes down, you need a ride to work, just whatever. Like the one that's gonna go through, and you're not gonna hear back. You're not gonna hear about it back from nobody. I've been on my job 35 years. I have one go to for sure. Kremlin says, you're right. Be careful who you trust at work. Absolutely. Because everybody don't care about you. They act like they do. But when you find that one at work, if you find one at work, that's a blessing. Because people try to pry. Let's see, what is the next question? The next question says, have you ever been late to work because you couldn't figure out what to wear, or you've had a bad hair morning? Have you ever been late to work because you couldn't figure out what to wear, or you've had a bad hair morning? Now, I've not been late for not being able to figure out what to wear, because I usually lay my stuff out. But as long as something is clean, I can grab it and put it on. But the hair, I've had instances where I had to regroup. I don't remember being late, but I remember that hair not being right before I left. Have you ever had an instance where you couldn't figure out what to wear, or you had a bad hair morning and it caused you to be late? All right, and let's see. I'm going to move on to the next question. Have you ever worked with a family member or recommended a family member for a job? Have you ever worked with a family member or recommended a family member for a job? Let's see. C says, no, I just throw it up on my head. Yeah, I'm not being late over no outfits and no hair. Might look a mess in there, but I'm not going to be late for it. Have you ever worked with a family member or recommended them for a job? How did it turn out? Never worked with a family member and no to recommend it? Sierra, why would you not recommend a family member? Never worked with a family member and not recommending. Do we still recommend family members and friends? Or do we not cross that line? Is it like mixing work with family? Like you don't do that? Let's see. Sierra said, actually, yes, I did. My little cousin wanted to be a teacher. She didn't take the job with me because she got a sped teaching job near her house. Okay, that works. And then Cuz said, yes, used to work with my sister and it was fun. See, that was good that it worked out. And usually, I know a lot of jobs won't hire, like certain school districts. If you're married in the district, you can't work in the same building. Or if your family members within the district, I don't think you can work at the same building. It's conflict of interest. It's politics. But I think if you're recommending for a position within the company that isn't directly related to yours, I think it might be fine. But when you start to vouch or recommend people and it doesn't turn out so well, they'll mess it up for everybody. Let's see. Sierra said nobody in my family is a teacher. Okay. So see, you're in your district alone, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. All right, let's move on. What else do we have? Here's one with the holidays coming up. I think there's only a few coworker questions left. This one says, have you ever drank with coworkers at a work function? For example, a Christmas party or a gala, a fundraiser. Have you ever drank with coworkers? So at the event, if they have an open bar, if they're serving alcohol, will you partake? Have you taken drinks? Have you went drinking with your did you drink with your coworkers at the function? And how did it turn out? So I've been to several Christmas functions corporately, and I've not drank with coworkers. Just because I'm in a professional environment, I don't want to get to know people like that. And I've seen people drink in the past, and it's been embarrassing, secondhand embarrassment. Let's see. Sierra says teacher appreciation Christmas party and happy hours once a month. But see, those are probably with the co-workers that a select few that you get along with, right? That you can trust. Explain. See, now I've been to Christmas parties where it's been a disaster, where I've witnessed people drink and I'm like, who is this person? But I won't do it. I don't care if it's a glass of wine. I won't do it. Let's see. C said the whole building of teachers have been invited. Cuz said, glad my company never have drinking functions. See, I think that's the safest route. But at Christmas parties, people like to get a little loose. But yeah, I don't do it. Not at those functions. Let's see, what else do we have? This is the last one for work. It says, have you ever excused yourself to go to the restroom to make a call or check messages? Have you ever excused yourself to go to the restroom to make a call or to check messages? And I haven't. I just check my messages whenever. It's only three of us in what building? See? Let's see. And this one says, you just pull that phone right out. Right. Just pull it out. These days, you don't, I mean, unless you're working in a call center or something, they're really strict about that. Three of us African Americans. Okay. I'm pulling it out. You got the Apple Watch, you get the message right there. It'll just come on your wrist. All right, let's get off of work. Let's switch it up. Have you all ever been to a concert, and if so, what was the best concert you've attended? The Ooh, out of 50. Wow. Okay. What's the best concert you've attended? Have you ever attended a concert, and what was the best concert you've been to? Yes, the Nelly concert. Was that your first concert? Prince? Ooh wee. I'm a Nelly fan. I'm a Prince fan. Okay, I've been to On the Run tour with Beyonce and Jay Z. I think that was in 2013. I've been to a um P Diddy 112, Faith Evans, like the whole crew, Mace, they all came. Just went to the Brandy and Monica concert. 112, Drew Hill, Janet Jackson. Let's see. Seen Bow Wow, Sammy Lloyd, and Crime Mob in 2005. Okay. I'm going to see Lloyd in Atlanta in May. Not many concerts in my life. It's okay, plenty to come. See, in our city, we have what is called the Cincinnati. Well, it's the Macy's Jazz Festival every July. So there's a whole weekend lineup. It's kind of the baby version of the New Orleans. I can't think of it. Essence. It's like a baby version, but we have it here in Cincy every year, the end of July, and we have major artists come. So it's just been a blessing that they've been coming to the city so that we can experience them. Sierra said I would have to go to DC or Maryland for a good one. Okay. And how far away is DC? How far, which one is closer, DC or Maryland? But I've seen artists from I would have loved to see Prince. Janet never disappoints. Fantasia never disappoints. Mary J never disappoints, which she's coming again summer 2026. So we're there. The lineup they just released, it is Mary J, SWV, Nelly, Tyrese, Uncle Charlie Wilson, Lettucey, and a few other artists. So I'm so excited about this one. C says you would have to you're 2 hours from DC. That's not bad. And 3 from Maryland. You want to do Cardi B? She's coming to the city. I'm shocked how many artists are coming. Taylor Swift came a couple summers ago. Yes, cuz whoo, I'm so ready. They're still adding. Name an artist you would love to see in concert. So if you've not been to the concert you want to go to yet, what artist would you love to see? I'll always want to see Janet. LMA, yes. I will always want to see New Edition. I heard the Chris Brown concert was really nice. I heard it was 4 hours. 4 hours nice. I would love to see that. One of my favorite things to do is go to concerts. I think I've seen Fantasia twice. I would love to see Anthony Hamilton. Any 90s. Yes. I missed seeing Escape, but I'm not missing SWV this time. I actually Coco from SWV. Oh, I love Kim. Yes. Kim, give me some Kim, some Anthony Hamilton, some Fantasia, some Erica Badu, some Jill Scott. We're gonna have ourselves a good night. Yeah. Woo-hoo. Lauren Hill, like that is my vibe. I like old school music, all genres of music. You can give me Jodeci, you can give me Keith Sweat. I'm all about 90s and 2000s. He's the plan B. He likes to go, but he's like, I'll go if you don't find anybody to go with. Now, if I tell him like, okay, we're going here, we're going to the comedy show, so we're planning on doing the festival together. But he's always he'll go without a problem. But he's like, what do you want to do? But that is the kind of event where you want to go with your mate. It's like a grown and sexy kind of environment. And the whole weekend is filled with things to do. Nice restaurants. You have vendors set up everywhere. We have so many people coming in from Chicago and Indianapolis and Louisville. Just come, we're Cincy sits right. We share a river with Covington, Kentucky. So Cincy, Ohio River, and Kentucky is right here. Indy's right on the other side. We're what? Probably 4.5 hours away from Chicago. So everybody comes down to Cincy for the whole weekend and it's a good time. Yes, cause Cause have you do you all get a lot of concerts in Arizona? So Margaret's in Arizona. I'm trying to get to Arizona. I am trying to get there. Hey, Miss Queen D's in the building. Hey. So we're talking about what we're doing today. Now we're on concerts. I was just telling the chat how we have a Cincinnati Jazz Festival every year. Can you believe I'm on a live? This is the second one. Fab has motivated me to start doing lives. You too. Miss Queen D is always on lives as well. If you haven't subscribed to her, check out her channel. Lifestyle, fashion, beauty, travel. I mean, everything in between. Good eats, good food, good time. Check her out. I enjoy her channel as well. But we're talking about concerts and who's coming for basically the Baby Essence Fest is called the Cincy Jazz Fest. And it's this year is sponsored by Procter and Gamble. Macy's used to sponsor it, and I was telling them how Mary J's coming and SWV and Tyrese, Uncle Charlie. So we're gonna have some nice artists. Let us see. And I'm like, I love a good time. We were talking about the concerts we've attended, some of the best concerts we've attended, and some of the concerts we wouldn't mind going to see artists at. So, thank you. So I'm excited about that. Welcome in, Vernell. Happy Saturday, y'all. Tell me what y'all are up to. Are you decorating for Christmas? Have you put that tree up? Cause Margaret said the Jazz Festival was always good. Yes. When they released that lineup, I was like, let me buy my tickets. But I inboxed P&G. I said, hey, sponsor me. Because I saw that they flew in some content creators, a lot from the Dallas area, to basically vlog the weekend. I'm like, I live here. Sponsor me. I'll vlog. I'm going to vlog it anyway. They put them up in hotels, gave them huge swag bags full of Procter and Gamble products because they're based out of Cincy as well. I'm like, y'all have content creators right here in the city. Okay. My Black is Beautiful is usually a part of it. I want to go every night. Dougie Fresh usually is here every year on that Thursday night. And then Ice Cube comes with his basketball tournaments. The city is flooded. Nightlife is good here. You know, since he gets a bad rep. You know, the news love putting out. Queen D said, I put the tree up last night, but I lost my SD card today. Oh no. You have to find that. Yes, Vernell, we love a good concert, good music. Let me know what concert you went to that you really enjoyed. We had Prince in the chat and Nelly. I told them I saw Beyonce and Jay-Z on a run tour. I think it was 2013 here. It was so good. Um, I saw P. Diddy, Faith Evans, 112, Mason Betha. It was an amazing concert here. I saw New Edition, Bobby Brown. He did not come. Who else did I see? Tank, 112. So many nice artists. Fantasia. And I told him I would love a good Jill Scott. She's been here. I didn't see her. Anthony Hamilton. I would love to hear them. Lauryn Hill, which I've seen her a couple times. Started late, but it was well worth the wait. I love my 90s and 2000s music. Miss Queen D said, don't you hate when brands bring people from other cities to come get content and they got people right here. Like, stop playing with me. And we work hard and our content is good. Quit playing. Why you spending I ain't hating. I'm just saying. Why you spending all that extra money when I'm right here? Just put me in the front row seat. They got to meet artists. They went home with suitcases filled with P&G products. I buy P&G products. Okay, I'm right here. So hopefully, what I'm really trying to do is get brand deals this year. I've been monetized for what, 2 years now on 2 channels. It's time. I feel like we work hard, smaller content creators, we work hard, and it's time that We have to shoot our shots. Like, even with these live, I hesitated for too long. This channel has been up since 2020, and this is only my second time that I'm really counting going live. Like, if we don't put ourselves out there, if we don't believe in ourselves, if we don't push and bet on ourselves, then who will? What does the lyrics say? I'm gonna make you love me. I'm gonna make you love me, and even if you don't, I'm here. I want a piece of the pie. Let's see. Cuz says, yes, tree is up. Now time to get this shopping and wrapping down. See, closet full of stuff. I need help wrapping. I think the next time I go live, I'm gonna wrap some gifts. Queen D says, you gonna get those deals. Absolutely. What do y'all want for Christmas? Let me know. I'm trying to see something. I'm playing. I've been so much into perfumes this past year, thanks to TikTok. I've been so into perfumes, and I think the perfume I've used the most this year has been Burberry Her, the elixir and the original. Excuse me. Make sure I have no white stuff on my lips. I've been into perfumes, and I like the higher end perfumes or the lower ends. I was just telling the chat today, I found at Burlington, this is called Marshmallow Fluff. Now, anytime I'm in a store that sells perfume or I'm in Marshalls, I was really looking for Stand and Fog, which they never have. I always TikTok. I'll go to TikTok and see what the reviews are. So we got high and low. This year has been the year of perfume. Let me know if you're in a perfume. What's your favorite perfume? What are you looking to get for Christmas? I need some ideas. I need ideas. Let's see. I've been asking trivia questions too, getting off track. Let's see. The next question is, this one says, have you ever been in a live audience or played a role in a production? Have you ever been in a live audience or played a role in a production? Let's see, because Margaret said, wow, we just got the Tabitha Brown set. Tab and Chance, it smells so good. They have fragrance? What? I did not know. So is it a his and her set? And where did you get it? Is it at Ulta or is she still at Target? And I wonder, how is it priced? I'm gonna have to look into that. Did y'all know? Hmm. I'm gonna look into that one. See? Let me write it down because I will forget. Tab and Chance. They have their hands in everything. Let's see. Vernell said Luther Isley, Brother New Edition. Yes. Some Luther, some Isley Brothers, and New Edition. Every time. If it isn't love, why do I feel? Every time. Miss Quindy said, I got what I really wanted. Let's see. Your Christmas fits for your birthday? See, when you have a birthday close to Christmas, it's tough. I'm glad you got what you wanted. Margaret said, yes, it is. We got it on our website. Oh, that's even better. To the website. Just came out with the body wash and lotion. I'm going to check that out for sure. I want to support. I want to support. Let me see. The DJI. Oh, so I just purchased not the DJI Pocket 3. I wanted that, but I didn't want the price point. I should have got it when it first came out. I think it was like $3.99, $4.99. I think this was during toward the end of COVID, and I wanted it. I didn't get it, and then y'all know what happened. And most of these prices doubled. But I was able to purchase the DJI Osmo Nano, and I love it. I love it. Carmelin says, I'm into perfumes as well. I either want Good Girl. Oh my goodness, that Good Girl smells so good. I've not smelled Blush or Valentino Vanilla. I've not smelled Valentino Vanilla. I have the Valentino that is a pinkish shade in the clear square bottle. Whatever the new scent is in white, in the white bottle. Hi, Duwini. Miss Dior Essence smells good. I'm writing these down because the chat will not save these comments once I get off. Good girl smells so good. I like it's a Mugler scent. I like Julia Has a Gun. It smells delicious on my skin. Hey Tracy, welcome in. We're talking perfumes right now. Music, perfumes, just wherever the conversation leads us. I was telling the chat that I've been into perfume heavy this year and I'm looking for some new recommendations or some Christmas ideas. And they're feeding me some good perfume. Let's see. The Winnie said, hey, and yes, it does with the black bow. I'm checking these out and put them on my Christmas list and pass it on. But yes, and I'm more into like I like a sexy grown smell, but I do like a fruity scent. I lean mostly toward not floral. I like fruity scents. I'm a vanilla girly. I love marshmallow. I love sweet, soft, clean, dainty scents. Now, when I'm going to work every day, I want to smell soft, like a everyday, not necessarily bath and body, but something soft and easy. And I think I've been wearing that Burberry Her like every single day, and it smells so soft. I was looking for Stand and Fog because I like them all as long as they smell good, not like alcohol. And I can't find Stand and Fog anywhere. Queen D said, "Who have you been watching for Vlogmas?" I've been watching you. I've been watching Sierra. I've been watching Kyra Amanique. I've been enjoying Kyra's vlogs, and I've been watching a new smaller creator. Let me try to pull her up. And I just told her today, I said, I've really been enjoying your vlogs. Let me see. And I like to watch the vlogs that are at like a 10 or 12 minute um run. It gives me a chance to watch other people's vlogs. Let me see. I've been watching a lot of DIY Christmas vloggers and just people that I'm not used to watching. The algorithm has been recommending a bunch of different people, and some I like, and some I just keep it going. You said I need to try Brown Sugar Babe. Amazing. Let me write that down too. I've been watching everybody try that McDonald's meal. I tried those fries today. Mm-mm. I didn't want to pay $13 for the meal, so I went through the drive line. It'll be in the next vlog. I said, "May I please order the fries a la carte?" And they sold me she said you have to get a medium or a large. I ordered the medium and paid $3.59. I did not like it. And I love pickles. Let's see. Write the perfume company when you are a creator. It will be a win-win for you and them. I definitely will. I'm gonna take that advice. Carmen says Christmas DIY is your favorite. I have a lot of BSB as well. Mm-hmm. I like the Christmas DIYs too. I've been watching most of the DIYs over on TikTok. The decorate with me, they I think maroon and that green, that beautiful Christmas green, are the colors of the season. Beautiful finds. Beautiful finds. Sierra says the fries ain't all that. Let's see. D says, okay, I love it. Who have you all been watching for Vlogmas? Let me see. I'm trying to find this young lady because I enjoy her so much. Um, I'm on the iPad looking for her. Give me 1 second. Her name is Brooke Leanne. Brooke. And then there's a period. Leanne. Her name is Brooke Leanne. And she's been uploading every day. I've been watching her. I watch Brooke Kennedy, some of the larger creators. I enjoy Brooke. I watch The Life of Brittany D. Uh, of course Sierra, of course Fab. I'm just thumbing through. I try to watch everybody. JP. I watch Shanisha Alicia. I've been watching Drea. Let's see. The chat is moving. Fries and all that. Miss Quindy said, okay, love it. I thought the Grinch meal was 10, but 13. Yeah, I think somebody in California said it was $13. My color is that green. Yes, I watched your last vlog with the decor. Beautiful. That green is beautiful. I love Brooke's channel. Brooke Kennedy. Do you all watch Brooke too? I like Brooke Kennedy and Shanice Alicia, and I think they're friends. I love to watch those vlogs. I try to find smaller creators on purpose, but Brooke, I love her personality. And she engages back in the comments. There's not been a time that I haven't commented that she hasn't. She's silly. Like, I love a person who can be themselves and be silly and do normal things. Like, I don't need to, and I'm not knocking, but I don't need to watch a bunch of creators doing the same thing, spending a lot of money. Yes, it's nice to do, but I still want to see relatable content. Like, I want to see you hang out with your mom and your brothers because those are things I like to do. I want to see you, cook with the family and celebrate birthdays. And I love creators where I feel like I'm a part of your family too. Let's see. Vernell said, look in TJ Maxx and Marcus for London Fog perfume. You know what? I may have to get there when they first open. I really think some of the workers keep them from us. And then there are some people who purposely go when they open and they buy them up. Queen D said, and I don't know who those content creators are. There's a lot of creators. You don't know, you've not heard of Brooke Kennedy? I know. Oh, you said, yeah, you like Brooke. Do you watch Shanice Alicia, Queen D? They're friends and they both have nice, entertaining content. And then Carmen says, right, I believe they take all that stuff back. That's why they do so many returns. And Send Fog is pretty good. I've tried to order off the website, but you can get it for what, $16.99 in the store, and it's $24 on the website. So I'll keep hunting for it like Black Friday. No, but I'm gonna look for some of these scents. Let's see. Do we have another question? Let's see. Do you all have any kind of New Year's Eve plans, New Year's Eve parties coming up that you're getting ready for? Are you hosting? You said nope. I want to be outside. It's cold though. Miss Quindy, we were saying earlier how it's so cold that I turn down a lot of invitations just because it's cold, and my no is no, and that's it. That's it. Let's see. What other questions do we have? This one says, This one says, have you ever been on an all-inclusive vacation? Have you ever been on an all-inclusive vacation? Margaret says, we host Christmas at our house. Ooh, how many people do you host for? Sierra says, I don't do anything for Christmas. What do you mean? I know you put up a tree and everything. Do you mean you just stay in the house for Christmas? See, we usually host Thanksgiving, and then on Christmas we go from house to house. I don't cook or do any of that. I usually make like a lasagna or something. I think this year we want barbecue for Christmas. C says I don't host anyone or really cute or really or really cook. Same. Margaret said we haven't done an all inclusive, but I would like to one day. Same. Let's see. Eggnog and sports. That's my husband in the chat. Why are you dipping? Jay knows nothing. That's all he wants. That's all he likes is eggnog and sports. Eggnog and sports. Thanks for supporting me, babe. Double click the like. And you being nosy because we're talking about Christmas. Okay. C says Netflix got 2 football games live on Christmas, and Jay knows nothing's gonna be right there watching them. Yeah, I want to do an all inclusive. So we cruise. I've been on 6 cruises, and I want to do an all inclusive. And everybody says once you do an all inclusive, you won't want to do anything else. So I'm trying to see. I know D has been. I've seen your Mexico vlogs. I know you're getting ready to go back, and D will solo travel. Have you all ever been on a solo trip? I know D will catch a flight in a minute. D, are you still here? Let's see. Yes, it's about 20 of us. Always funny food and games. Those are the best times when you can get together with your family and friends and kick back, watch games and play games and eat good food. That's what it's all about. Thanksgiving and Christmas. The Whitney says, I look so forward to your Vlogmas's series. Aww. I miss you so much. You know that? Aww. And this is coming from a person who I second guess content. I can be transparent and vulnerable. I always second guess posting my content. Let's see. Miss Queenie said, yes, you're going to love it. The Whitney said, miss you too. Aww. Renee says, try the perfumes Rain by Clean. I'm writing that down too. So D, when was your first solo trip and what made you want to do it? Rain, let me see. Rain by Clean. Anybody else been on an all-inclusive or solo trip? Let's see. So I'm gonna be looking for all these perfumes. I purchased this one today. It's called Marshmallow Fluff. And see, I can purchase these little fruity and expensive ones because if they don't work for me, I'll give them to my teen. And she loves them. But yeah. Yeah, I appreciate y'all so much. We've been going 77 minutes long. I told Jay, I said, I want to try to play something with you all. I don't care if it's Pictionary. I literally tried to download a bunch of Christmas foods and I wanted to see if you like the foods and we were going to rank them together, which I'm still working on that. So we'll probably do that if I can get it working. D says, I don't mind traveling at all. Me either. Take me everywhere. Take me everywhere. Okay, let me ask another question while we're still talking. So these questions are more Christmas related. This one says, which popular Christmas beverage is called milk punch? Which popular Christmas beverage is called milk punch? Thank you if you're still here. Double click the live. We'll love it if you subscribe. Thanks for being here. Which popular Christmas beverage is called milk punch? I keep putting cocoa butter on my lips, y'all. No ashy lips. D says, I don't mind traveling at all. Yep, I saw when you went to Miami and then you went to Mexico, right? Or Vegas. Yes, Carmen says eggnog. And Jay knows nothing. Yes. Do you all like eggnog? Do you spike your eggnog? Let's see. All right, let's go to the next one. In Home Alone, which is my second favorite Christmas movie, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? So in the first one, in Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? Let's see. Margaret says, LOL, nope, I don't like it either. Oh, I can't do eggnog. Carmela says, I solo travel. I love eggnog. Yes, Carmela, you sure do. I love watching your last cruise vlog too. I love a good solo traveler. Do you all watch what is her name? Nomadic Introvert. She's been solo traveling for a couple years. She started off van life, van living, and now she's traveling everywhere. Her name is Nomadic Introvert, and she is so good. She's so good to watch. Humble beginnings. France. Wow. It's on my list. France is on my list. But check Nomadic Introvert out too. You would, if you like to watch travel vlogs, she's a good one. You don't drink it? Me either. I don't drink it at all. Let's see. But that is what they call milk punch. In Home Alone, where? Oh, France. Carmen, you got it. I'm thinking you're saying you're going to France. Yes, they left that baby and went to France. Like, how do you not count the head counts of your own kids? I know the whole family was going, but you count the kids you had. How do you not like see them on the plane with you? That was just so crazy to me. But yes, and while I have you all on this live, let me ask you too. There are three kids. I need you to tell me who's the baddest. You had Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone, Dennis the Menace. So are we doing Macaulay Culkin, Dennis the Menace, or are we doing the kid from Problem Child? You remember Problem Child? Last name Healy. Who's the baddest? Problem Child, Home Alone, or Dennis the Menace? Who was the baddest? Margaret said Dennis. Problem Child, Dennis the Menace, or Macaulay Culkin. So Junior is Problem Child, Dennis the Menace, or Macaulay Culkin. Who was the baddest? Hey, Alexandra J. Welcome in. We're talking about all kind of stuff. Alex, I just asked who was the baddest? Dennis the Menace, Junior from Problem Child, or Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone? Vernell said all of the above. I'm gonna tell you who I think was the baddest. The baddest was Junior. I'm gonna tell you why. So, Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, he was just defending his house and him and his safety. Like he wasn't bothering nobody. They was coming after him in the household, so he had to do what he had to do. So I won't really call that bad. I think he's smart actually and clever. And then you have Dennis, and I was saying Dennis, you know, when you have kids, they're all different, so they all need a different kind of, upbringing. I just think he was misunderstood. I think his heart was good, and I was saying he was trying to win Mr. Wilson's love. He just wanted some attention. Now, Dennis, he's the kind of kid that one on one, he's probably the sweetest kid in the world. He's just mischievous. That's all. But then, yeah, Kevin was smart. Too smart. And Dennis was just oblivious. Dennis was just getting into stuff. He didn't need it. He just wanted Mr. Wilson to love him. And then you got Junior. Bad as you know what. Junior, bad. B-A-D. I'm talking time out every day. Jay Knows Nothing said when they play Bad to the Bone, every time you appear, you bad. Junior was a problem child to the 10th. He was that kid where you just throw your hands up. Okay. But Dennis, sweetheart. You don't think so? And Macaulay, as cute as he wanted to be. And smart. Miss Quindy said, and my favorite is A Christmas Story. Oh, I love A Christmas Story. That's a classic. We're on A Christmas Story, Home Alone, and Elf anytime we see it on TV over here. Alex says, yes, Dennis was bad, but then he felt bad about, making a mistake. His heart was good. He was that type of kid. He's like, come here, baby. It's okay. Do you understand now? Don't do it no more. He like, okay. He moves on to the next thing. But Junior, he could smile at you and you know he bad. Alex says, but the problem child, he was doing everything intentionally. Yes. Woo, it take a special kind of patience for a baby like that. Oh my goodness. Yes, Christmas Story is a classic. I'll watch it every time I see it. Every single time. Yeah. But I'm going to say Junior. I'm going with Junior. Here's another question. What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic... I got these questions off Google, y'all. I'm just asking them for the fun of it. What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head? What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head? What? What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head? I still like the old school Frosty the Snowmans. I am a Charlie Brown fan, so I'm gonna watch that every holiday. Charlie Brown. Carmen said melt. It comes to life. Okay, before he came to life, what did he do? Sing the song. What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head? He did come to life, but what did he do? And when they placed it on his, what did he do? I said, Google, give me some Christmas trivia, and this is one of the questions. But when they placed it on his head, Margaret, he began to dance around. You know, Alex. Yes. Yes. He began to dance around, y'all. Mm-hmm. See, these are some questions I can be asking a family when we have game night. This I can see this being so funny. Like a cousin's night or a girl's night. That's a good idea. Here's another question. Which branch of the military runs Toys for Tots? I did not know this until today. Which branch of the military runs Toys for Tots? Vernell, he began to dance around. He sparkled a little bit, and then he started dancing around. He said, Happy birthday. Didn't he say happy birthday? I think he did. Which branch of the military runs Toys for Tots? That's a good guess, Carmelin. That Martin Christmas episode, you're gonna make me pull it up, Queen D. That yes, not Army, not Army. Which branch of the military runs Toys for Tots? I actually witnessed this today at Walmart. I just smiled. It made my heart happy. Which branch, y'all? One more guess. And they looked so handsome too in uniform. The Marines. Yeah, the Marines. The Marines. The Marines. Yeah, the Marines, they run Toys for Tot. It was good to see today. Mm-hmm. Carmelin, yes. Here's another one. Approximately 1.3 billion of these are sent each year in the US. 1.3 billion of these are sent each year in the US. Yeah, cuz I said that is very that made my heart smile. And when I say they piled toys up onto trucks. I did not know that until this year. Approximately 1.3 billion of these are sent each year in the US. What is it? Each year, 1.3 billion? And can you imagine? I don't know how much a stamp is now, but the last time I checked, it was like 44 cents. 1.3 billion times 44 cents. I've been using this cocoa butter stick on my lips, and it's like the best thing. It does not leave like the white casting or anything. It's light and it's keeping me moisturized. It's the pure stick from the beauty store. What? It is Christmas cards. 1.3 billion a year. Mm, goodness. I thought that number would have fell off by now. Do you all still write Christmas cards? Do you still send them? Do you still do Christmas pictures? We do them every few years. Next question. Okay, this is a tough one. What is the name of Rudolph's girlfriend? I didn't even know he had a girlfriend, but apparently. What is the name of Rudolph's girlfriend? What's the name of Rudolph's girlfriend? Double tap the live if you're here. What's the name of Rudolph's girlfriend? What do you all have planned this evening or for the rest of the weekend? Rudolph's girlfriend. Alex, do you know? What's the name of Rudolph's girlfriend? Is it okay if I call you Alex or you want me to say Alexandra J? Let me know. I don't want to call anybody anything wrong. It's not Shaniqua. Her name is Clarice. Clarice. All right, let's see. Here's a good one. What's the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time? Highest grossing Christmas movie of all time. Alex, you said my mother is doing cards this year. I love to receive good Christmas cards. I do. If you take the time to write me a Christmas card and then you mail it to me, like you write in it, and then you take it to the post office and spend money to buy a stamp and use your energy and send it to me, I love that. Thank you. Yes, everybody, please like the live. Yes. Some traditions I never want to lose. Like even with invitations, birthday invitations. You send me a paper invitation and not one through Eventbrite, which is still fine. But if you take that time, oh my goodness. I love you for that. Carmela says Home Alone or Toy Story. You are right. It is Home Alone. See, I guessed Home Alone or Elf. Home Alone. I wonder if Macaulay still gets paid for that every year. I hope there was not like a clause in the contract that says you get paid this amount and that is it for the production of this movie. Because if he's still getting paid, that was the best deal in the world. Miss Queen D said, till this day, my mom loves holiday popcorn in the can. Oh my goodness. The holiday popcorn is now $7. And they have, I think, the regular kettle corn on 1/3 of it. Then you have the cheese popcorn. And then I think it's like a white cheddar popcorn. Oh, the best. The best. Let me know if you still like the popcorn in the tin can. It tastes a little different now, but I love to see it. That's when I know it's Christmas. And they're $7 right now at Walmart. Have you all ever eaten figgy pudding? Figgy pudding. Let me see. Let's see if we can find a picture. Figgy pudding. Oh, no. Let's see. Figgy pudding. Let's see. There's a whole song that says, now bring me some figgy pudding. Garrett's popcorn is so delicious. Now, that's one of the things that I want to eat when I'm there. You know, they have shipping. They have shipping where you can order it online. But to me, after 2 days, Garrett's popcorn is not the same. Garrett's popcorn is the best. If you ever go to Chicago, they made the tin can popcorn fresh in your hometown, Queen D. And Sierra says she's never tried figgy pudding. This is figgy pudding. And have you tried it? Figgy pudding. Have you tried this? I've never tried it. Apparently, it's very popular for Christmas. Have you tried figgy pudding? You have a Garrett's in your airport? Let me know if you've tried Garrett's popcorn. It's the best. You know what else I'm missing? This candy right here. This candy. If you remember this candy for the holidays, let me know. Let's see. This candy right here. Come on, pull up this candy. Come on, show me an image. This candy right here. You remember? Queen D says when I was younger, they made it in her hometown. Have you remember the ribbon candy? You remember? No? Oh, Alex. What about you remember the stockings with fruit in them and walnuts? Christmas stockings? I remember them from church. Let me see. Christmas stocking with fruit and walnuts. You remember? Queen D, you do? Yeah. No, I've not seen the ribbon candy. I would love to find it. You all remember this? They would give these away at church. And that was like the best thing to get. It had pep candy canes in it, the fruit, the nuts. Goodness. Here's another question for you. What were some of the most popular toys during your childhood? Like around Christmas, you know how they would send out the big Sears book or the JC Penney or Toys R Us or Johnny's Toys if you have a Johnny's Toys near you. Let me know what was the toy store and what were some of the popular toys during your childhood. I'm gonna tell you right now. We had what did we have? Teddy Ruxpin when I was young, really young. Light Brights, Cabbage Patch Kids, Care Bears, Easy Bake Ovens. Yes. Hey Alicia. Baby Alive. Yes to the fruit and nut stockings, ribbon candies, Gary popcorn, and figgy pudding. Had all except I've never had figgy pudding. I think I'm gonna try to find a recipe. I had to see what ingredients it calls for. If it's too many I don't like, I can't make it. But I want to taste some figgy pudding. That easy bake oven, so fun. And there was a doll. The doll, she had an arm, and it you could wind the arm, and her hair came out. You all remember that doll? You remember that doll? What else did we have? What are the other? I love me some Cabbage Patch. I really did. And they had yarn hair. I think they started with yarn hair, and then they moved to the soft hair, like where they had poked the little holes in the scalp and had the fine hair coming out. You remember? But then they started making the Cabbage Patches with the hard skull and the hard plastic, like curly. Y'all remember? Love my Easy Bake Oven. Carmelin said Toys R Us, Care Bears, Hobby Oven, Atari. I remember my older cousins. They loved Atari. Yeah. Sega Genesis. I was big on the Sega Genesis. So what was it? Atari, Sega Genesis, or was it? It was a Nintendo then Sega Genesis. But I remember Atari is the first game system that I could remember. I was still too young to play it, but I remember Atari games. You remember you had one? And Carmela said, Baby Alive, doll head. Yes, the doll heads where you learn how to braid and do hair. Simon. Simon was so popular. Alex said Teddy Ruxpin. Yes. Yes. And I loved Barbie. Barbie cars, Barbie dream house, Barbie swimming pool, Rubik's Cube. Yes, we still do Rubik's Cube at school in kindergarten, and they love it. And there were old school games too. Of course, Monopoly, Talk Boy from Home Alone, mm-hmm. Hot Wheels, Transformers, G.I. Joes. Anything Barbie. Yes. Yo, we had some amazing toys. We really did. I don't know what they doing now. Hey, niece. Niece always. That's one of my little sisters here on YouTube. She vlogs lifestyle, trips, health, family. That's another good channel to check out. If you're a content creator, put a purple heart in the chat. Everybody in this chat good. Everybody. We're talking about just Christmas, old school memories, old school toys. I just asked what was the toy of your childhood. So we've been talking about Atari and Segas and Barbies and Hot Wheels and Transformers and all the good stuff. We used to get the big Toys R Us books and the big Sears books and J.C. Penney, and we would go through and circle everything we wanted. And the commercials would go crazy. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Y'all remember? There are so many toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I guess to say from video games to Yes, when that you knew it was time. You ain't have to wait for Mariah to say it's time. Nope. When you saw that Toys R Us and then that Coca-Cola Christmas commercial, that's when you knew with the polar bears. Me said toy of my childhood was my Barbie dream house. It was huge. They didn't make Barbie dream houses. They don't make them like that anymore. Sure don't. Automatically, it had an automatic elevator and all. Oh, that was fancy. See, mine had the stairs, but it was sturdy. Automatic elevator. Sierra, what you say? I do. Haha, you remember? Yeah, so Nintendo, did it come out after Atari or did Sega come out after Atari? Cause I think everybody was a Nintendo kid. Mario, that's still the best game to me, hands down. I liked Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, and all that too, but Mario, dun 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 dun. Nintendo, it's okay about the typos. You're good. You still see that? I wanna be a Toys R Us kid. You couldn't tell me nothing, boy. The Barbie camper. If you had that Barbie camper and that Barbie swimming pool and that convertible where the friends can jump in the back, pink doors didn't open. Yeah, yeah. And then duck hunt. I can't even talk. Duck hunt. What? Yes. Dim them lights and play duck hunt. Steve said you mad they closed it. Yeah, like they closed Toys R Us, Johnny's Toys. Did y'all have a Johnny's Toys? Like why? That was the best time to be a kid. I need a Nintendo. We came up on Super Nintendo. Yep. And Nintendo 6. I forgot about the Nintendo 64. And then PlayStations took over. They up to 5 now. Yes, that camper and that convertible. I think we are Barbie lovers. They had what else did they have? So do y'all remember the doll where if you wound her arm, her hair came out? What was she called? And then when I was really little, I remember like glow worms. Y'all remember glow worms? Light brights. Some of the games Connect Four, Don't Break the Ice, Don't Spill the Beans. If Toys R Us reopens, they have to. Excuse me, 1 second. They have to. They have to bring back the same old school essence. They have to. And then when they stopped the books, I knew stuff was gonna change. When they stopped them books, like why? And there was a million toys, and you just circled the one you wanted, and you just knew you was getting it. Did y'all open toys on Christmas Eve? Were you able to open one, or did you open all your toys on Christmas Day? Let's see. Carmen said yes, but I can't remember the name of the doll. Those were my games. Yes. Do you know we still play those games in kindergarten? If I show you some of the game covers in this house, they're years and years old. And kindergarten every year they never see these games until they play me. And then they want to play all the time. Like we play Candyland. They love Candyland. And I have the original one, like old Candyland. We play Shoots and Ladders. Me said we opened one gift on Christmas Eve. My mom made us pick a small gift. Yep, sounds right. Battleship. He sank my battleship. We have Battleship ready to go. My husband and I. If he's still in the chat, go ahead and set it up. We have it ready to go. And then Carmen says, we opened everything on Christmas Day. Okay. Did you wake up super early or did you have to wait a little bit? Margaret says, we were allowed to open one toy the night before Christmas. All right. And Alicia says, confession, I was scared to death of an operation. I can see why. You know, when you hear that ticking operation, you all remember? You know, when you have to, I think you push it down and then you have to put all the pieces in, and then there's like a little timer. Once that timer starts, and you got to take that look, and you can't touch the edges, or it's gonna pop. Anxiety. That was the beginning of anxiety. So I get it. You open everything on Christmas, Alicia. Carmen says, "Hungry, hungry hippo." Yes, classic. Me said, "Yes, we woke up super, super early on Christmas morning." Yep, and probably didn't go to sleep. What? Hold on. Perfection and operation. Okay. That's perfection, the one I just described, right, Mies? And then operation is the one where you couldn't touch the edge, but you had to get out the little tools, like pull the bone out or pull the foreign object out, but you couldn't touch the edges of the holes. I think that's it. Carmen says, super early. We had to cook my parents' breakfast first before we could open gifts. When we got a little older. 12 years and older. I like that. Yeah, Christmas is special. It is so special. Times are different though. These days kids want money. What else they want? Roblox, gift cards. It's no creativity for most of these lists anymore. Even with the babies, I asked what they wanted. A couple, yep, cell phones. A lot of them. There was a couple now. They said they wanted like some wrestling men and the wrestling rink. Um, I was happy to hear they wanted like some kinetic sand. I had one girl ask for a Barbie and one girl asked for some notebooks. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get that Barbie and them notebooks for these two girls. I'm gonna do it because that's simple stuff. And I love when kids are kids. Like, be a kid. That Barbie and the notebooks, I was just like, in my mind, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Me said, times are for sure different. My niece and nephew send me links to all the gifts they want. Yeah, they sent you links. They said, Auntie, TT, go directly to this link. This is what I want. Carmen says, a Snoopy snow cone machine. Yes, I want that. Uh-huh. They make it easy for you. They gonna tell you they want some gym shoes, some gift cards, sending you the links, some cell phones. It's different and expensive. Our toys were cheap. These toys now, you gotta start at the beginning of the year, especially for these teenagers. My goodness. Oh we. Ask a kid if they want to sponsor a kid. See what they say. Have you ever sponsored a family for Christmas? Have you ever sponsored a family or kids for Christmas? Give me one sec. Have you ever sponsored a family or kids for Christmas? And if not, do you want to? Meet you cracking up. Ooh, we no, I would love to. I have before. It was a group effort, but I would like to. We volunteered before as far as like services, like helping to prepare or wrap or like prepare food, but I've never sponsored. B said, I have not done that. I'm trying to get my family together so we can. Yes, when you have a family or a village and you all can go in, it makes it much easier. Let's see. Train sets used to be so popular, especially under that tree. Margaret said yes, and now would love to sponsor a family. That's gonna be. I'm adding that to my list. Alicia said yes. We used to do it at church until like 2 or 3 years ago, and we used to do Operation Shoebox. I think that's what it's called. I've heard of that. I love that. I think we have Angel Tree here too. Yeah, and I think Salvation Army does it too. And I actually looked it up, but it said the deadline was too late, but they wanted you to sponsor. I think they were still accepting. There's different loops and contacts that you have to contact for like late additions, but they were saying if you plan on sponsoring somebody in this area, the family you choose is going to be $75 per person. So that kind of gives me an idea on what I can look to um for the future when we want to sponsor. So probably what $100 a person, and it's probably things that they really need. So although we're not sponsoring this year, we always do donate, especially to women's shelters in our area, and especially shelters that house women and children. Let's see, racetrack, latch hook, choo choo trains. Uh-huh. I remember all the boys had racetracks. They had racetracks, Hot Wheels, remote control cars. The boys had they had nice toys too. Wrestling Man, G.I. Joe, Rock'em Sock'ems. They had the footballs, basketballs. They had nice stuff too. They even had the mini hoops over the door, so there was no reason why you couldn't play some kind of basketball inside your house. Remember the little light hoops you can hook over the door and play basketball with the socks balled all up. Uh huh. Yeah, we've been on here for 112 minutes. My goodness. Thanks for hanging with me. Meese, I said, I can't believe I'm going live. Y'all are getting me through. Yeah, the rocking horse. I had one of the bouncy horses that was on springs for a very long time. Cuz said her love language is for sure giving. Mine's too. Like I love to give back. I love to give back. Yeah, that's huge. And that goes with the next question. Do you like to give or receive? I definitely like to give. Now, if I receive something, I'll be very grateful, but I don't think about it. I'd rather give. I'd rather make sure everybody around me has what they need and what they want. Because I'm like, if I'm cool, let me bless somebody else. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. Like, just let me, what do you need? You know? Yeah. Yeah, I like to give too. And when we think of give, it's not about the money. It's just about how can you help me? How can you be there for me? How can you be there for me? What do you need? You know, sometimes we think what we give is what people really need or want, but if you're really giving like you should be in tune with what it is that person needs. You should be in tune with what the need is. Because sometimes we give to people and it's not what they need or what they want, and then when they don't use it the way we expect them to, we get upset. But we have to think like maybe that's what we think they need, maybe that's what we want to give them, but is it really what they need or what they desire? So don't get mad if you just giving to say you gave. Like, be intentional with the giving. Yeah, you got to be intentional with the giving, because I'm always careful. I don't want to give to offend. I know I'm just really sensitive when it comes to that, because don't give me something that I didn't need, and if I can't use it, you're mad or upset. Give me what my need is. I want to give you what your need is if I can. For real, you have to be so intentional. And it's hard, not trying to change the subject or nothing, but a lot of people are going through it like more than ever. Not everybody. I saw on TikTok where somebody said just because the world or our country is in a different state doesn't mean I'm going to act like I'm in a different state. And that's fair. You might not be struggling, but your neighbor might be, and that's fine if you're not. But we still have the responsibility and accountability to care for one another, you know, in my opinion. Even if I still have the means, I'm not gonna make you feel bad about it. I'm not gonna flaunt it. Yeah. But I don't know. Let's see. I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. It's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. No, I'm playing. All right, let's see. What else do we have? I wrote down all these questions for y'all. There's no way we can get through these today. Let me see. I think that is it. I think I've talked your ears off long enough. What do you all think? What are you going to be doing tonight? And what would you like to do on our next live? You want to play a game? You want to, you have a topic you want to discuss? What do you want to do? I just want to be on here talking to y'all. I wish I could really hear your voices or see you all on a huge Zoom call. Because to be honest, it feels like I'm talking to myself. That's why I'm like, comment y'all, because then I know you here. I know you listening. Working. This was fun. Yes, I enjoyed y'all so back. So now you came back. Dog playing. Welcome back. I was just saying we've been out here for 117 minutes. We've been talking about just giving. Hey, Glover family. Hey, happy anniversary, happy birthdays, and all that good stuff to y'all. Alicia said, I think conversations like this about old times are good to remember. Yes. Remembering, where we come from. We all come from different backgrounds. We are all different people from all different walks of life. And at the end of the day, I only want people around me or in my area who, have a heart of love. Like, no negativity over here. And I'll be the first one. If it's going left, you got to go. You got to go. I don't care who you are. This is a community of love. It's tough on Facebook being a creator, putting yourself out there, being vulnerable. It's like you got to be careful of what you share and to whom you share it to and how much you share. I always tell people there's a difference between being social and being a socially private person. And I feel like once you understand that, you're good to go. You have to have the right mindset to know it's okay to share this. But I ain't about to tell y'all this just because even though we have a good community and relationship here, you still have to protect yourself because everybody's not right and everybody's not for you, you know? So I always say you can be social, but you have to protect your peace. You have to protect the things that mean the most to you because at the end of the day, this is social media. But y'all right here, I love spending time with y'all. I love talking about memories, playing games. Yeah, I love it. Ain't nothing negative over here. When I'm on this platform, I want to be a light. I want to be a light. I want to be a relatable light. And sometimes I get on here and I feel like I'm not growing like I should. Look, we're just going to have a closing conversation. I feel like my channel's not growing like I should. And I'm like, well, why not? And it's hard to not compare yourself. And it's not really comparing, but if you're on this platform, you're seeing other creators grow. Like YouTube's recommending them. And you're like, dang, I'm still here. Like at this number, and this person just blowing up. But I tell you this much. I'm going to be myself. I'm not going to be acting crazy and exposing myself and my family for no numbers and no views. That's something I'm not doing. So if that means I'm going to grow slow and steady, that's what it means. I'm not faking a funk. I'm not selling no stories. I'm not gonna be half naked on this internet. I'm not doing it. So that's why I appreciate everybody who's here. Every time I'm on live, y'all support me. You comment, like that. All of that is free, but all of that means so much. And I just want to tell y'all thank you, because you ain't have to be here on no Saturday night. You can be out having a time. You do not have to be here. So to all y'all, I just want to say I appreciate y'all for stopping in. What C say? I feel like I'm not either. It's like, what am I doing wrong? We're not doing nothing wrong. Then you get emails from these funders saying our channel is this and that. They just, yeah, we're not doing nothing wrong. If you're a content creator and you on this chat, keep doing what you doing. Cause it is what it is. At the end of the day, we gotta represent. We gotta represent. If you're a believer, God first and foremost, then ourselves and our families. We not. So if I'm tripping, I need somebody in this chat to tell me, like, girl. And when y'all tripping or y'all don't feel like posting or you taking a hiatus, it's our responsibility to be like, where are you? Winnie said, you are amazing. Your content is amazing. God has greater things in store. Amen. And I receive it. Uh-huh. I receive it. I'm about to close this call. I appreciate y'all so much. G Team, we run deep. Let me see. C said, that's when I know to just delete and keep pushing. No drama, no nudity. Yeah, I ain't about to act a fool, y'all. I'm gonna be a beacon of light. I'm gonna be me. I'm content. And you gotta be careful what you put out on this internet is forever. That's what I keep trying to tell you. It's forever. That's why it's called It's Beyond G, because it's mostly me, and I might show you a little bit more, but I try to protect as much privacy that I can. Mm-hmm. You those that get it, get it. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and log off because we are having game night, and I need to spend some time with the family, and I need to edit a vlog for Vlogmas ish, because I couldn't. It's too much. Let's see. Thanks so much for the live and enjoy your weekend, everyone. Thank you, y'all. Please subscribe to each other, check each other out. Your growth and content creation is amazing. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Put some yellow chats in the comments for me. That's my favorite color. Yellow chats. And we gonna end it all tonight, okay? And I'll see y'all in the next one. See y'all. Put the yellow hearts in there. Thank you. Have a good night, y'all.